Welcome back, everyone, to our Overwatch game week 5. We are continuing to our second match of the week on this lovely Saturday evening. We have I Need Ceilings versus the Metro City Hugos, and I am joined by the lovely Toast, who will be doing our commentary and cameras today.
What up, y'all?
So this is actually a really interesting match, Toast. We have one of the top teams who have pretty much a perfect run, both only losing one match this whole season.
Yeah, this game
So
will be to see who's tied for first at the end of the halfway point.
So this is a huge team. So on I Need Ceilings, it looks like we do have everyone here today.
Yeah,
I don't think
full roster.
we have any subs. Yeah, I don't think the Metro City Hugos has a sub either.
They do have one. Blanket's on my team. He's subbing for Nova today, but that's the only sub this game.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
it's going to be, they both have pretty big stats to back it up as well.
Yeah, I do believe depending on how you sort it, they all have 3 or 4 people in the top 10. So that's exciting to see. You know, these are definitely two of the best teams in the league so far. We'll see which one ultimately comes out on top. This will be their first time playing against each other, so we don't really know.
Yeah, and we saw last week's rating, Metro City Hugos kind of rotated their players and who's playing what, and it seemed to work really well with them.
Yeah, they have a few game plans going in, I think. You know, I do know 3 of them in real life. You know, I've never actually met Edak, but I've been playing games with them for 4 years. And, you know, they all play different roles, so there's a lot of mobility in terms of who's playing what. So we'll see what they choose to come with today. And it's really anyone's guess. But let's go over the rosters real quick. Over on I Need Ceiling, we have team captain Zhao Munch and his team Lil Toasty, Teresa, Germans, and Yummy. And then over on the Metro City Hugos, we do have team captain Edak with Wansboro, Blanket, BT Gamer, and Muddled Guts. Today, game 1, we're looking at Ilios. Here's the map bands up on screen. And we've got to do a commercial, and we'll do that, and we'll get right back to it, and we'll be in the action.
Some connections and stuff.
And we're back. All right. So we are going to go ahead and start this game up. The team's not ready. We can always pause for them. I'm not going to wait for a yes like
They're
I've been doing.
pretty excited. Like, this is the team. Like, they're ready right at the time.
Yeah, no, everybody was here on time. You don't get that every single day. So it's definitely good to see. All right. And Ilios, we did see the previous game this week. So this will be the second time.
I believe, yeah, my team played on Ilios. It's a very interesting map.
Definitely, there's a lot of places to fall off the map. I think this is definitely the easiest one to accidentally just...
It's very huge in environmental kills. Like, you'll see that in Lucio, Hog. We'll see how the players deal with the changes since Season 3 just come out. So there are different stats on
Wansboro is bringing out the Hog, despite the recent nerfs. And we do see the Lucio on that team as well. Diva just as likely to knock somebody into the hole, though, just in a different way than Hog.
It's a very interesting setup. We have Wansboro's team and Edak's team going for like more of those environmental kills, like getting those picks. And then we have a damage-heavy team with Yummy's team.
Oh, yeah, Yummy and German probably going to do a lot of work over there. Let's see what Blanket can do to shoot the Muddled Guts out of the sky, or shoot Germans out of the sky. Kill Yummy.
We have the soldier kind of flanking in the back on the other side right now.
Oh yeah, that's
It
the
looks like it's
opposite
gonna
of what
be,
I like.
yeah.
I expect to see. Where did GT Gamer just die? I didn't even notice.
Looks like they are
Blanket
kind of
kills
fair
one.
right now. Mercy
Yeah.
going in for that res.
Yeah, with that res, that definitely turns the tables back in their favor. But can they execute anyone else? Muddle Guts goes down, and that could be it. Edak running away from the Pharah. Can he get some kills? No. Jowmunch goes for the crush on Wansbro, who will back off.
Getting that mech back
Let's
is
not get
huge. They're
back
going to
in
be able to
time.
secure this.
Yeah, now they've got to wait for their tank before they go in. Wansbro almost to ult, though. Got quite a bit out of that. So is Little Toasty and Germans. We'll see what he can do with it. Blanket's
Both Mercies are pretty much tied on their ult charge.
Oh, that's true. Muddle Guts almost has it as well. Oh, Blanket's
Oh,
in
we
trouble.
see Edak switching to Ana.
Gamer going
Probably
with
to
the,
get in some more heals.
And he gets the Pharah. Blanket's revived.
Oh, and we have an ult going off. We have Little Toasty's ult going off, but is he going to get any value out of it with the hog ult at the same time?
For the res. Herman's doing a great job to keep her tank in this, but it's just a little too much damage.
They're doing really well at holding the point, but it looks like they're being able to go in and capture point here. That was that opening that they really needed.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be big. They're gonna have to regroup on this one. Germans kills herself, or himself, smart.
Yep. To
regroup with the team. Yummy could get caught out here. Doesn't look like he will though. Yeah, Blanket doesn't even know he's back there. He does. He's not showing signs he does.
My ultimate is ready. And I will boost
you. It looks like it's just like a standoff again. They're just waiting for that big moment to go in. They have some ults, but let's see how they're gonna use.
Yeah, I think they might be waiting. Yeah, there we go. They engage on B. They do get one with it. See if Yummy pops his ult. Where is he? Is that the choke? He's waiting for hot hook or something. Toasty does go down, but that's him getting res.
But they are down both healers right now.
This could be big.
Oh, D.Va ult getting the... Oh, that D.Va ult. Yeah.
Yummy could go down here, though. Yeah, that's going to be big.
Yeah. Edact with that purple.
But it is enough to hold on to it.
Really saved it. Yeah. With that anti. That was a huge anti there because they only had those two on point.
Gamer getting topped up and going for the flank. Herman's trying to get some free ult charge. Almost dies. If that one shot landed on her, she'd have been in trouble.
Yeah.
The Gamer's in trouble. 3 over there.
Yeah.
4 over there.
We'll see. Okay, yep. He wasn't able to get out there.
Even trade.
We have the hog getting a hook on D.Va. But with that hog move. He did get one with his ult.
Oh, the res doesn't go off. And they have to regroup. Can Edak get away here? Oh, he cannot.
See. No. That was a good push from them. They did manage to get point at 99.
Yeah, that's big. They just gotta win one more
right
fight.
Wansboro
opting to switch, finally. Maybe the hog not doing the work it once did with the recent nerfs.
We have Toast using his ult and the Mercy using his ult. Damage boosting the soldier over here.
Unable to get anything with it, but Yummy does finish off the kill he almost got.
We do have...
Gamer used Fade.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can finish it off. He's hiding. All the Mercy's there to save. And now Little Toasty's at disadvantage, but he runs away.
But they are up. It's 5-3 right now. Are they going to be able to touch before capturing point?
Yeah, GT Gamer has to contest. There he is. He does have ult, but it doesn't matter. They just kill him right away. Flank it down
Yummy
as well.
Focusing on this Mercy. That's huge.
Yeah, the tank unable to get there in time. Oh, nanoed.
You
Might
have
be able to do
nano?
something with it.
Oh, but Yummy has ult.
Yeah, Yummy
killing
got
their
Edak.
last support.
And it looks like this might be the point. Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Unless Reaper's gonna be able to touch? No. That was a close fight right there.
Yeah, it was. That could have gone either way at any time.
You could really see those changes with Season 3 coming out, with the Hog not doing as much as he could on this map because of the changes.
Yeah, I agree. You know, especially, I mean, and they do have good comms, so you can't blame it on just like, oh, you know, you need to have excellent comms to use Hog now, because you have to have a whole team capitalize on pull.
Hog used to be a very like singular player, like he could go and hook someone from the side and get a little pick. Now you have to coordinate with your Hog where he gets a pull or a pick and you have to finish him off for you.
Yeah, you know, you almost, as Reaper there, you know, I think he had the right idea, just being on the flank and, you know, going for the kills on like the soldier, for example, but you almost do have to just sit next to the Hog and wait for him to pull somebody in, especially since they were playing such mobile characters on the other team. You're not going to catch like, oh, Xiaomun's in trouble already.
We have two different comps here. We have the Winston comp with like more of a dive approach with it, and then we have the Ramatra, which is more of like a poking approach.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. They do have a decent composition for the dive. You know, Soldier can kind of fit with anything because he has self-sustain and he can run away if he gets in trouble. But he also fits in like a very pokey comp.
You see that more Soldier pick now because of, it used to be Sojourn. Sojourn would have been huge, but now with another nerf, you could say.
Yeah, I think they've officially nerfed Sojourn to the point where Soldier, you know, and it really depends. If you land every single one of your I don't even know what you call it, ray guns or whatever. I mean, you are realistically doing more damage than the Soldier will. But it's harder to land Sojourn's basic attacks than it is Soldier's basic attacks. And I would think missiles a little easier too, because you can just aim it at the ground. Wandsboro gets one.
Is that a fair trade?
See if GT Gamer can finish the Winston. With the
he's popping the ult, and they're getting the res.
Mercy res. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. Oh, but Zhao does go down for it. Edak has to regroup with the squad, but it looks like he's going in.
It looks like they have before. Yeah, they got a fair trade before, so it's just regrouping at this point. We have Yummy going to the Bastion, which is a huge character we've seen all season.
Yeah, you know, Ramatra's whole thing is if he can stay alive, he can get a lot of value. So you do want to burn him down when those windows of opportunity arise. Bastion might be just a thing to do that.
We have the Soldier focusing on our Kiriko. Ooh, we have an ult being popped off. Let's see if he can get any of the squishy characters.
There it is.
So we just had an ult explosion right there.
Yeah.
What did we use? They used. Let's do a recap. I need ceilings. They used Kiriko ult. They used Visor.
Yep.
And then we had Wandsboro using his ult, and we had Edict using Lucio's ult, and we had High Noon at the same time. But
they were basically forced them into a retreat, and then once they were in position, you know, they obviously Edak used his just to defend him to get him there, and then GT Gamer kind of finished things off. Now that was the first time we've seen Ramatra ult with the new patch where it doesn't last forever. And we did see it end almost immediately after the fight ended. So if that lasted just a few more seconds, our first case of
that's actually a good fix that I agree with. Like, I don't feel like they nerfed it too much. It made it a lot more balanced.
Yeah, I think it made the game as a whole more enjoyable to know that even if you can't just run away from this guy who has a speed boost, you know, you still have a shot at surviving. I think everybody can.
We have a battle kind of on point going on.
Yeah, and then once the rest of the team showed up. Oh, this could be a big ult.
We have a Diva ult going on, but we also have
Montero putting in the work.
We have a lot going on point right now.
They can kill the Mercy, he'll be all alone though. Oh, never mind, Edak's here.
Yeah. Oh, let's see.
I'm in trouble.
Let's see if they can keep Wandsboro alive. That was huge. keeping Wandsborough alive, and we got kind of that C9 of Yummy, the Bastion in the back, kind of falling off that side window.
Yeah, he
And that's
ultimately
what-
did have to back away. I mean, you know, he was
Yeah.
one hit from the Ramattra punches. But
Yeah, at that point in overtime, it's not as forgiving, where the bar goes down so fast at that point in overtime.
right, yeah, it does just get shorter and shorter.
This is a very interesting fight, as this will be the match will be called on our third map.
Yeah, this is what you like to see. You know, you want it to be down to the wire every time. You know, you want to see everybody, you know, really giving it their all. And I can definitely say that this has been a very close match because everybody.
We have
really
Little
is
Toasty switching off Widow last moment. I wonder what was going on.
Yeah, I wonder
Maybe
if
we'll get
they
back on.
convinced them, like, no, you know, because of this reason, they're playing this person, they're not going to get any value. I think that would have been. I think this is the first time Little Toasties ran Junkrat. It's kind of hard to keep track of every team. Not free to just get as much. Oh,
Ramatra's getting destroyed there, but we have Muddle Guts, who is a phenomenal support player that we've seen throughout the season. She's talked about amongst all the teams, just keeping Ramatra alive there.
yeah. Next season, Muddle Guts is definitely gonna be in a higher tier than.
Yeah.
Definitely performing very well. And
Yeah,
you know,
she-
she's bronze, which is why she ended up in the tier she is. But she's definitely better than a bronze player. It's just really hard to get out of bronze solo.
Yeah.
Support.
Especially as a Mercy player like myself, like I love her movements. Like she knows how to do those high jumps. She's always in the air, kind of just getting herself away from Ginger
Yeah,
while
she's doing
keeping her
everything
team
right.
alive.
You know, she's playing, you know, Mercy as good as you can play Mercy. Just,
Yeah, like Yummy got a huge headshot right there on that Mercy. We also have a nanoed Ramatra. Let's see what's gonna happen here.
does get away from the bomb, but he does pay
Yeah.
for it by getting a
Yeah.
little overextended. And they got
That Diva-
50% out of that. That was a fight the whole time.
That's huge. I think we'll see at least 2 or 3 more team fights before the end, but that's a huge amount to get 50% on the first fight. But it's if they can get back in. On these maps, it's so hard to get in there and get on to point.
Right. Thought I just saw Farah. I have no idea what I was looking for.
Awesome, we have the Mercy using her ult to try and get them in there. And that's exactly what they're gonna do.
Oh, she might kill Yummy.
We'll also get high noon. She knows the Mercy rule. You pop Valk to get revenge on you killer. Mercy players are some of the ruthless support players I've played. I think I was watching one of like J3's streams where he was playing Mercy and was like, I gotta kill this other Mercy so bad, that's the rules.
Yeah, it is. You gotta try
We'd
to.
love to see
You
that.
gotta try to outduel the other Mercy whenever possible. Especially if you're ulting and she's not. It's just like almost a free kill.
We have Metro City Hugos with point, and they're kind of keeping a lot of space.
Yeah.
They're not letting them in.
This
We
ult could
have
be it.
another ult.
Her Diva got D-Mech.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be 3 down, 4 down. Nope,
Yep.
just 3 down. Unless Teresa can get out here. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she was able to get out, but leaving the last 2 supports still. Are they going to be able to regroup and win a team fight in time? They have to touch for sure, which it looks like they're going to do.
Oh, Yummy gets caught on the wall. Take this heavy.
But we do have ults going off.
Great timing on the wall. Totally stopped that Diva bomb from getting any
Huge
value. Barely manages to escape the crush.
We need one of the supports. Yeah.
Got his
They
block.
only have. That's a huge purple. That McCree ult didn't go off because of the Diva. Well, it looks like they're gonna be able to.
Yeah, it looks like
capture the
they're gonna
point
get this
here.
point here.
That's insane. It was huge. That Diva knocked over.
Oh,
the
Mercy's gonna be
McCree.
overextended, but Blanket's not gonna turn around to look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if he knew her ult was about to expire, that could have gone the other way.
but they are going in with a higher ult percentage. So they could win one more team fight.
Yeah, I don't think I Need Ceiling's going to get any ults off this fight. Maybe Diva Bomb, she could stay alive.
Wandsboro's probably going to go in with the ult. Yep. Give the others some chances to get some. Yep, it looks like they're going to do a full team kill here. Mercy trying to get in that res.
Yeah, you just got to do what you can at that point.
That was great at that point. That was such a good matchup between both teams.
Yeah, that was very close. Well played by both sides.
We have one more, maybe two more. No, that was it, right? Yeah.
No, that's it for round one. Round one does go to the Metro City Hugos, but still anyone's game. There's still 2 matches to be played potentially. Yeah, that definitely felt like play of the game. A lot of people died right there in session.
A cool thing I do want to mention that Muddle Guts is the first player in BroLeague that I've seen with a 4 rating.
Wow, yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen that. So
I got it like once, and that's because when you're a Mercy Pocket, you get it a lot.
True.
Sometimes.
Yeah, back in Overwatch 1, when I started playing Rhine instead of DPS and supports, I started getting endorsements all the time. I was like, oh, this is easy. I should have been doing this the whole time. So for game 2, we are looking at. Apologizes. Takings. Esperanza. Now, I do believe this is the first time we'll see Esperanza in BroLeague, so personally excited.
I personally love Esperanza. I've noticed a lot of players who came from Overwatch 1 over into Overwatch 2 don't like it.
I've noticed that as well. But I think it's the best of the push maps in general. When I first started playing it, I didn't really like it too much, but I think I like really understand how the map like works now. Like, I don't think I really understood, like, that whole side area where you got to, like, weave up to the high ground. So I, like, wasn't understanding how I was just getting out-positioned so easily. But now, and yeah, now that we're in-game, I can actually... It's supposed to ever show. So, a little shout out to the Widow Worshippers.
You will get a rare Widow picture. Thanks to the BroLeague. That probably caught our viewers' attention.
Yeah, right? They're probably like, what's going on here? Now, I have never looked over here, so we are going to do this quick.
Oh, I love the backgrounds. It reminds me so much of Catalina Island, which is inspired by, like, the Italy hotels and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Now, that's a real place? Have you been there?
Yes, it's in California.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, let's see getting in there. This is one of the few maps where you walk a lot before the first team fight.
Yeah, you gotta go pretty
We have Wandsboro going with Matra again.
I'll be in trouble
about
already.
The same comp. Yummy getting out there by the Genji. We have Moira kind of stuck on the side with this battle with this Genji.
Oh, but Muddle Guts goes down first on the other team, so that numbers advantage might not play out.
They are
with the
down
tank
a
down,
tank
it very
now.
well might.
It looks like they're gonna get a couple meters of push, and
yep, but
hopefully
both
they can regroup.
Escape.
This map is a lot of walking. That is
I can agree with that. Oh, GT Gamer getting overextended on Genji.
We have Wandsboro. Is he gonna be able to stay alive? We have the Bastion.
Teresa's just going in.
Edake and Wansboro, are they going to be able to get out of this? Edake will not.
Wansboro's
Wansboro.
got no shot, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure Teresa has gotten almost every single one of these kills.
Can we pull up the stats?
I cannot, unfortunately.
Unexpected.
I would love to see the stats mid-game. Teresa could be in trouble here. No, she's just going to get out pretty easy.
We do see the ironing ceilings playing to the advantage of on push maps. You only need one person on the robot. It won't change the speed at all with 2 or 3 people like in push the card.
Holding on to this ult. There it goes.
This ult is saving them.
Yeah, that stabilized the whole thing. It wasn't looking good for a second there. Now Wansboro separated
Teresa
from
getting
his team.
another kill. They're going to be able to cap this point.
Oh, they got the checkpoint for sure. Yeah, there it is.
And
Yeah,
that's a
Edek
huge
just getting
checkpoint.
bullied.
Because once you get this checkpoint, if you can keep the robot there and not go back for so many team fights, you can win. There's a lot of strats in playing with where you don't push the robot past a certain point.
Interesting. I'm surprised. It looked like the Winston bubble didn't block that Bastion, which I thought it did.
I believe it did. No one died from it.
Yeah, that's fair. It just looked like he took a little. Maybe
Watcher
I'm wrong.
going down as soon as he uses his ult. That I know Wansboro from last game. He's not happy about that. We have Bastion ulting right there. We have Edake now on Moira in the back.
Muddle's in trouble. Can't quite escape.
Can't escape Winston. That's always the hard part.
Yeah, I agree. I don't even like playing Mercy into Winston just because he can just track you down. But now that Mercy can heal herself passively by healing others, maybe that'll change.
Little Toasty going in there.
Yeah,
The
frontlining,
Bastion.
but he has the Winston bubble there to save him.
This is a pretty close match for Ironing Ceiling. Oop, they did get a pick on the Bastion though, and the Winston's a little too far overextended. That Bastion, or the Winston going so far back.
Yeah, Winston's really trying to kill the Mercy, and I think we are seeing the effects of that new passive she got, putting in work. Oh, he's not going to make it out of there. Nope, but he did delay for a few seconds.
Edake did get revenge on Teresa. We did see that.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot harder to kill him now with Moira, that's for sure, because he'll just escape. Although maybe we'll catch some action where they both dodge at the same time.
We do have GT Gamer dying in the back there by the Kiriko.
Yeah, they're running 2 dive tanks. That could work pretty well. Or 2 dive DPS. That could work really well.
We love seeing the Bastion and Moira with mixing with Kiriko's ult. It does an insane amount of damage.
Yeah, that's true. I can't imagine if they...
Edake using his ult, I think just to get the team out. We have both Moira ults going down.
Oh,
and
GT
Ramattra
Gamer's
ult.
timing on that wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
You know, but he tried to make something happen. You got to respect it, you know.
I know they tried to coordinate with Ramatra's ult for sure. But that Moira ult saved them.
Yeah, Moira ult does counter quite a few ults in the game. You know, if you can kill Moira, which is really, if he knew where she was, I think he would have been able to. Then obviously, you know, Genji's ult counters Moira's
We
ult,
have
but you
Reaper in the
can't.
back killing the Bastion. But they did kill Muddle Guts. So
Oh, GT Gamer in trouble again. He almost gets it. Oh. He survives. Well, I want to see what's going on from his perspective.
Okay, we have the Winston. He was overextended again there. You saw he went way up here when his backline just got defeated, especially now that they have a Reaper.
Yeah,
as
you know,
well as a McCree to go in there and kill that backline.
right, yeah, you know, McCree can stabilize the front line against the Sojourn and the Bastion, while Blanket really, all he needs to do is kill the Moira and the Winston. Just keep the Winston from diving everywhere.
We have Little Toasty just using his ult right there.
Edek back on Ana. I wonder
He does have almost nano.
Oh, but he's in trouble. Yeah. Teresa's been an absolute menace this game. She's doing like 80% of the work herself.
It's one of those times as a support where you're like, fine, I'm gonna do it myself.
Right.
You know this means a lot to her.
Oh, I've definitely had those games where it's just like, oh, all right, it's fine. I'll do it. You guys just chill.
We have a Winston v Sigma.
It looks like Winston, yeah, he's got some support. Model
Yeah,
got
they both
swapping
have
off
one
the
support.
Mercy finally.
They must have been being like they just need some more healing.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
overall healing.
with the Winston and the Moira just constantly diving her, she just couldn't survive. Now she's got a
Edak
lot
did
more
get-
self-sustain. This could go either way now. Toasty
I know
busting
they're
out the
just
May.
they're stalling out the time right there. I think.
Yeah, you know, unfortunately, this is really going to be an uphill battle for the Metro City Hugos. You know, even if they win this fight here, they got to win like 3 fights in a row.
Yeah,
at
and
this
they have
point.
to walk it all the way back,
Exactly.
get the next checkpoint, and wait at the checkpoint. That's why that first checkpoint is so vital.
Yeah, I really do
Because of
think
what-
the first fight matters so much. Oh, you're screwed, Teresa.
That was a good all by everyone.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
I can't find an
a team
alive
kill.
person. There we go.
It was a team kill, which was great. But on these types of maps, they still have to walk it all the way
Yeah.
back to the middle.
They used
And
3
by
ults.
by that time, the I Need ceiling should be able to regroup and meet them back at the middle.
I agree. And like I said, now they have to win another fight just to even push the thing. And then they have to win 2 more fights in a row to get it to the end. Which is like,
They
oh,
did
which
get
they very well may.
good win.
Great entry
Yeah.
pick. Let's see what the
Oh,
May
they
ult
do
can
have a
do.
May ult.
Wansboro,
The May
oh,
ult.
just barely does escape. GT Gamer goes down. Edak and Muddled go down.
That was a huge
That'll be
May
it.
ult.
Yeah. Now, it's not the game, because the same thing that they had to do before still applies. It's just one extra fight they got to win.
They could go into overtime. I've seen it on a few games. They push it that like last.
I did
like,
lose one game with this exact sort of situation on the clock. It's probably the most frustrating thing I've ever experienced in Overwatch. But it
I've
is
been on the
certainly
other
possible.
side of it where we won, and that's the best feeling.
I have
ever,
won
so.
a couple doing that as well, so that's.
We have the
it was
Reaper
worth
in
it.
the back. The Kiriko might get caught by this Reaper. No, she got away. They both have very high mobility supports, and that's huge.
Yeah, especially against, the dive.
Will Winston be able to get out of this? Kiriko, I think, yeah, she's able to get out.
Oh, that's what you don't want to see.
Ooh.
It's stuck.
McCree actually did get a little bit of a buff this season. His changes, I believe, are like, it's very minor. It's like bullet speed and his nade speed.
Oh.
And I think he got like an increase, a little bit more damage on his nade.
Interesting. I didn't even read that. I'll have to double check.
I was watching like a video about it earlier today where they were like, oh, this happened, where it's like the back synergies, just like little tweaks here and there to make it more neutral.
Nah, I definitely don't like the idea of the grenade being stronger. But
It still won't one kill the tanks and some of the DPS with a little more helps, but if you
Yeah,
can
Tracer
McCree
it'll-
on,
I
yeah,
think everybody else. Actually, they gave Widow reduced health, so maybe her.
oh, we have that May blocking that high noon.
Oh,
Let's see
Monzro
what's
needs to
open.
ult soon. Just melts little Toasty. Doesn't get the chance.
We have the Lucio ult.
Oh, that rock was phenomenal. If he had another half a second, he would have followed up.
They still have at least 15 meters left still, so we are gonna have to see another
Yeah,
team
they
fight. for
haven't
sure.
won it yet. They have a whole quarter of the map to push this. But if they can't
Yummy
regroup,
kind of needs to get out of there
Yummy's
though,
kind
for
of trapped.
sure.
Looks like he'll get out. Not enough.
They need to regroup at this point because they can for sure get it at this chokehold.
Oh, now Lil Toasty can survive up there. He can do some damage. Second, Wansboro pushes up the wall behind him and just scrap him into it. Does need to survive.
Oh,
and
he
has
does have
something
a
else in
male.
mind. Oh, but they
The
get her.
McCree killing.
Free hides
But
behind
are
the
they gonna
payload.
kill?
They can't follow up. Wow, great play. Oh,
By
that's
the
going
McCree.
down,
Oh,
though. And that's 3.
are they gonna be able to win it?
That's 4.
We have Blanket left. Blanket's going down, and ladies and gentlemen, we have I Need Stealing winning this map.
Up, that's round 2 in the bag. So it's 1-1 now, I believe.
Mhm.
Didn't Metro City Hugos? Wait, didn't Metro City Hugos win the first one? Why are they BGing? Am I wrong?
Did I Need Ceilings win the first match?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
It's fucking Germans and GT throwing me off with that one. All right, where are we going for game
it's
3? Yes.
Y'all threw us off.
Well played. Oh, here we go. We are heading over to Eichenwald. A map I'm surprised we haven't seen more of this season. Definitely.
I personally love an icon wall map, but it is very risky. It's not a win and shut map for it's like.
I agree. It's actually a way more complicated map than I think people give it credit for, just because the middle point is so different than the other two. The other two, you can kind of just brawl your way through the first point, or brawl your way through the choke, but middle point, if somebody's playing the high ground on you, they can really trap you if you just try to run like Reaper, Junk, Reinhardt into, whatever they're.
And while this game is starting, I'm gonna be right back. Toast will have to entertain you guys for just a little bit, but have Toast entertain you guys while the game's just started.
See you in a bit, Kay. One thing I've never noticed is this robot out here. I would like to take a closer look at that, just to see what's going on. What is that? All right, on the attacking side first, we have Onsborough running. Tank again. Yeah, it looks like the roles are going to end up being the same for both sides. Wansborough running Sigma again. ET Gamer on the Reaper this time. Blanket on the Soldier. And EDAC and Muddled Guts running Lucio Ana. Old meta. For defense, we have May, Bastion. German's busting out the Brig. I do think Brig's really strong in the right circumstances. Certainly don't see it a lot just because there's a lot of different characters that kind of counter her.
And I'm just in time for the match to start.
Perfect timing.
We have another May pick with Little Toasty.
What can do up top here? Yeah, the May pick could be really strong. Oh, and look, he does wall out a couple people, but they trade evenly. That's not really even when the tank goes down.
Yeah.
See what Blanket can do here.
We'll see if he'll switch off Orisa here.
Balls him out, just trying to bait time. But then, yeah. Oh, what? Yummy gets Wansborough.
It looks
they turn
like.
it.
Yeah, I mean, Ceiling is going to, take this first team match.
Yeah, I don't know how Yummy survived that. They were all looking at him, but while they were all looking at Yummy, clearly.
We need to change the game screen again.
Oh, jeez.
So sorry.
Sorry, I'm doing a lot.
There you go. Now they can actually see what we're talking about.
Yeah, this is a lot better. Very defensive.
I think Yummy's been learning throughout the season because we've seen in the first couple matches he tends to kind of overextend and get that little bit of that ego kill. He's doing really good at playing in the back, playing it safe because he knows this is the map that decides it.
I mean, yeah, they are going to punish you if you sit out in the open. Especially with an Orisa, you don't get a lot of cover. That is the downside of playing Orisa. Oh, and they can't follow up.
We have a lot of ults going off. We have Teresa's ult. We had Briggs' ult. We had the Bastion ult as well. They are going to wipe out the Metro City Hugos there, but they do have 3 ults going in. We'll see if Little Toasty saves his ult for
Little Toasty can
push.
counter all of that. They can't do anything. If they can't get
They're
through this
for sure
choke.
going to try and do at least Nano Visor or Nano Reaper's ult.
Yeah, I would like to see Reaper just teleport up top while they're all grouped down here, not looking, and then just drop on them. The only I guess Orisa can't punish that. That's really the only person.
Oh, we had Little
Oh,
Toasty.
get in early. They're gonna get blanket with that, no question. Little Guts as well.
GT Gamer coming in behind them. Now, GT Gamer, I kind of want to know what this player was thinking at this time, because he killed Bastion, who was the only one in the back line, and could have easily gone to point and get a first tick why they were so far ahead.
Yeah, and that would have drawn them all away from the choke and taken the space that they needed for this regroup. But they're all going to go wide anyway, so maybe that was part of the reasoning that they wouldn't be there in time. Oh, but this could be it. He just goes for the kill anyway. Oh, they're in trouble here. Yeah, that's going to get 3. He will go down. Who's still left?
Oh,
Just 2. Just 2 for I Need Ceiling.
Yeah. They're holding this ground very well. That's why I mentioned before, like, this map is unpredictable now. Yummy killing the soldier on his ult. That is an insane moment by Yummy. Yeah.
Supposed to kill Edak though.
They have a Lucio on the point. Teresa's gonna go in there on that Lucio.
Gamer alone on point. Wow. I know Blanket caught up, but in one swing it looked like German killed both.
Teresa is huge this round, as well as last round. She's doing insane damage and healing.
Yeah, you know, it was funny. When I was doing the stats for a long time, you could see Teresa was getting limbs at the same rate that Germans was getting assists, and they were like evenly matched the whole way up. So like that support line working together to really kind of just finish off all the kills. Now this is gonna be a tough defense. It's certainly possible. I've held this choke for whole games, but I mean against that performance, it's tough to think that they might see a draw here.
Correct me, am I wrong? Is it gonna end in a draw? If they do, can they tie it up?
I believe it's a draw if they don't get the first tick here.
If no one gets a first tick, it's a draw, and we haven't seen that in the BroLeague yet this season.
This will be the
what
first
could happen?
First draw. I'll have to invent a new color for that on the record keeping.
Yeah. Would we go into an overtime match? We'll have to see.
I don't know if I wrote anything in the rules about draws. I think I wrote just let it be a draw. So it would be 1 point. Oh yeah, everybody will get 1 point if they draw. I think is what we decided.
Let's see how this plays out. Definitely has me on the edge too. They do only have to win one team fight though and get in there.
Yeah.
Especially with the spawn points on this map.
All this is going to take is killing Wansboro here.
And they have a fair trade. They got down Teresa, but they also got down Muddle Gut. Let's see it. They only have squishy players on point.
Yummy gets the heals he needs.
Yep.
Blanket knock. Oh, almost. Yeah, but he gets bailed out. And that should be it.
Oh, GG's to everyone who
third game for what was really close first 2.
This is an insane play of events because I think almost all of BroLeague was 50-50 about it. You couldn't call it either way. Because in most matchups, you're going to be like, oh, for sure Ceiling's going to win, or for sure they're going to win. This is a very unpredictable game.
Yeah, I really thought Metro City Hugos had game 2 as well for a while there. You know, there was, you know, towards the end when they were actually getting it back in, they were a couple decisions away from
Who do you think
winning
we
that
should
one.
pull in to talk?
I'm
I
thinking
think
Teresa, to be
Yeah,
honest.
we're both on the same page.
All right, let's grab
You wanna pull
Teresa.
him?
Is Teresa Maven? I think so. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Maven. So
Hello.
now, correct me
So,
if I'm wrong, but I believe you are Teresa in game.
That is correct.
Okay, that would be really embarrassing if it wasn't.
Right?
But we wanted to pull you because we talked about you specifically in all 3 maps.
Oh,
There
Hugos
was
cool.
huge plays.
Oh yeah, we
like,
spent quite a lot of time from your perspective. Map 2 specifically, the push game. You were just an absolute menace in the back the whole time. You know, you made
and we
Edict
saw
switch.
Edict switch.
You made Muddled Guts switch.
You
know, so go ahead.
We noticed in the first game we were spreading out our damage a lot, and so in those second 2 games we really tried to pick one target and just focus all our energy on them. More often than not, the supports in the back line. So.
Right, and I mean, you definitely led the charge there a few times in getting those kills. There was one play, one chain of events where you got maybe 5 kills in a row, and nobody even helped you. You were just everybody was dueling the Ramatra in the front, and you were just in the back, just tickling everyone to death.
And that was huge.
Oh yeah, we got to keep their attention focused on the main tank there.
And like throughout this season, you've been pretty consistent. Like looking at your stats, you have some of the top elims as well as some of the top healing going on as well, like especially going against like Muddle Guts, who's also been a huge support player in there. It was exciting to see how you 2 matched up against each other and kept it in there.
Yeah, they were a pain in the ass on that Lucio, just jumping all over the place. That's why I switched off Kiriko onto someone who doesn't require aim.
Smart decision making on your end. Now, your team going into today, did you have any preparations that were, you know, matchup specific? Is there a specific way you like to play against this team? Based off, you know, the
not
VODs
this
that you've been
team
watching
specifically. Not this team specifically, but you know, we're always practicing every day, at least a couple games. You know, get those strats down. So we got all the monkey strats and.
Now that is nice to hear that we got a team that's actually, you know, practicing with each other frequently. You know, and I definitely think that is the key to success in this league, is to just build that synergy and build the skill on an individual level.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So something for the other teams to think about going into the back half of the season if they want a shot to take that #1 spot.
Definitely. And so that makes it, they're taking that #1 spot, aren't they?
Well, they are tied with my team now. So it's
okay. Yeah, if you
2 of
did
us.
win against us. It'll be exciting to see you guys play, which is next week.
Next week I play the college dropouts. And
I'll get to see more of you next week because you're playing 5 Virtues.
Oh, is it I Need Ceiling versus 5 Virtues week 1?
It's Metro City. Oh, wrong. That's funny. Sorry.
I mix up the teams all the time, don't worry.
I know. But awesome. Thank you so much for letting us interview. Is there anything you want to say, like, to the viewers or your team? Shout anyone out?
Massive shout out to Gurman. Amazing support. Swapping off the Mercy first time.
I know. As a support player, I love it when you guys, like, when you find your duo support player, like, you can trust them to do it, and then you can focus on what you need to do. Like, I saw that chemistry between you 2.
Guess nothing else to say, but let's get those dubs.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in about an hour with the next set of games. Who is playing? I forget off the top of my head. It is Widow Worshippers versus the College Dropouts. So, that should be,
it'll be an exciting one.
Yeah, that should be another good match. Widow Worshippers trying to get their first W. And I can see both teams, or College Dropouts, are ready to go whenever. So, well, we'll see you in an hour. I need a break, some water, some...
Me and Toast will see you back in about an hour.
Yeah, the 2 of us will both be here.
And thank you so much for joining us today. And we'll see you in an hour. Bye, everyone.